confusing things about trading Forex is that you don't actually know exactly which trade is going to be a crazy winner or just another loss.
What's up, everybody? We are currently live.
Big way the weekly.
Trace back down to the confidence that price is going to be bullish.
Sort of chasing the market. I was more than happy to stay flat.
Hello everyone. What the kangaroo tell?
Always recommend trading on the 5 minute.
Some of these exotic pairs in pretty steady uptrend, making these higher highs and higher.
Mostly trend following.
The stimulus in a certain way.
Hello everyone and welcome to A1 Trading YouTube channel. My name is EivindFX. I am coming from EivindFX. I am here today to make you hopefully a bit better Forex trader. So I hope that you are ready, willing and able to have some more knowledge, a bit of fun, but I hope that you, generally speaking, are pumped up for today, that you are in massive profits every single day. That's always the goal, and then we shall see if we can, tweak it a bit. But other than that, I hope that you have, a good day. First of all, mostly of all, welcome Denise, welcome Sally. I hope you are doing absolutely fantastic. I am literally just going to go through some dollar pairs, yen pairs, gold, silver, oil, commodities, and I'm gonna bring up something I mentioned last week. But I'm live every Tuesday if you wondered. There was a prediction. Whatever I said, whatever you call it. I made a chart on NatGas last week, and I am pretty happy about it because I watched through it like yesterday to see if I can improve anything. And you know what? As if good morning, because I said last week that NatGas could go up to 5.8. Okay, here we have it at 535.59 on A1 Trading last week. And if you look at the charts today, where is NatGas? NatGas is somewhere, and boom. Well, it went a bit higher. So, other than that, I am really much welcoming you to bring out your trading pairs so we can go through them one by one and, in orderly fashion. That will always be nice. So, Powell's speech is probably now or something. That would be great to watch. But he has already told us what he's going to do. And there's nothing new that I would say that he should come out with at this moment. But yeah, sure. So welcome, Soria. Happy to have you here. So what should we go through first? Should we go through gold? Is that something you guys want to? Or should we do that? Should we do that later? But I just want to go through, another thing that I want to go through is, what do I focus on? What is really my focus today? Yen pairs. Yen pairs are in a bullish trend, and I have been buying. I have been buying and buying, and there we go. I have been buying. So, if you're wondering, which pairs do you focus on daily? Yen pairs at the moment. You can also focus on dollar pairs, or Swiss pairs, or commodities, or something. So do a group of trading pairs. A group of pairs that would move together in a specific direction. Aussie and New Zealand has been very diverging, but generally speaking, they move together. They are friends. Dollar and yen is normally friends. They're actually moving opposite at the moment. So I have been focusing on yen lately. That's been doing fairly well, I would say. I think I'm up I don't know. I think I was up 296 yesterday, and we have gone up today, so I guess I'm above 300 now. But I really want us to go through Euro Yen. Well, you Nick, you have these fancy videos where you go through trades, and we'll go through it now, so you guys can go, so you also can see where we are. Euro USD. On daily. I don't know if people do daily, but I can do daily. That's most fun because that's most entries at the moment. And then we have we have an entry here. Let me just check away all those. I have an entry here. Then for the next day, I will then enter here. There's no entry. I will then enter here. There is an entry. I will enter here. Well, I forgot to do the entry, but there is an entry here. And now we are going higher. And you're wondering what we're going to do tomorrow at support in a bullish trend, as long as we haven't hit take profit for the week. Yes, I'm going to buy tomorrow too. Now, Denise is pointing out a very specific pair on the yen pairs. Pound yen. Did I buy this morning? For those who are in my Discord channel, yes, I did. Did I take the stop loss? Yes, I did. Do I care? Not at all. What do I do? I have 300 pips and I lost, what is it, 50 on pound yen? So, what is important here to know about pound yen, other than it's falling at the moment? We haven't hit the weekly buy entry yet. Not even the aggressive one or the what do you call it? Not even the weekly aggressive one or the weekly passive one, or conservative one. And I'm so happy that it's selling off, so I can take it higher. So at this moment we are falling pretty hard on pound. Pound dollar is probably making a lower low at the moment. Oh yeah. Okay, so what do we do now on the pound pairs? Do we continue buying here, or do we just wait for it to return back up again? Because I'm not sure what this fall is about. Is it the fuel crisis they're talking about all the time? Maybe. If that is so, then we are only going to have a fall short term. Fuel crisis or food crisis or any other those crises should be short term. Unless they can't, what can we say, deal with it right now, it should actually be short term. So what I would do is I would just wait for it to return. Now, dollar, on the other hand, is very strong. So should I be buying pound dollar when dollar is strong, pound is weak? Probably not. So I will go back to pound yen. I will just wait here, and I will wait at some kind of prices, and it generally tends to stop falling in about an hour. So I will look for some reversals on some smaller time frames then. But that doesn't, first of all, doesn't include me giving any financial advice. It's only for education purposes. This is just my personal opinions of what I would do. But I still see this as let's see. I still see this as a potential, at least higher high. Sorry. I see this as a potential higher high. Where did my trading tool go now? Hello, Sherlock. There it is. That's a higher high. That's a low. Maybe a range. Maybe it was a range. Now it's falling hard. Where do I find my entries? At least minimally at 150. And I'm totally okay with that. That is absolutely fantastic. So if we can, be going higher today and tomorrow, that would be great. So, but right now, if you sold off pound yen, somebody said that they sold pound yen, and I am like, under which rule did you sell it on? Because in my book, ladies and gentlemen, I would never sell high. And in my book, there is no reversals here. There's only, it went higher, low, boom. That means somebody took profit at 152.50, 152.50. I don't see this as a seller pressure per se, but I see this as a bearish pressure. Other than that, Denise, how is your trading going? For everyone else, by the way, how's your trading, guys? How's your trading going? And now I will go more systematically through the pairs. As I have just mentioned, those I am really, really looking forward to finding some entries on, maybe today or tomorrow. And you will find that in some kind of open forum. And dollar, just a quick look. That's a higher high. Okay, it is currently bullish. Okay, that is how I spell bullish when I'm writing it fast. That's all. So we're going absolutely higher. Okay, cool. Not what I wanted to see, but there we are. And then we are looking into 10-year T note. It's also going higher. Okay, that might mean stock market down. Nasdaq is, ooh, ouch. That hurts. Oh, that hurts. Okay, that was my support there. It held for a day. Okay, didn't do better than that. Okay, then take the stop loss and we wait for it to reverse again. Okay, cool. Whatever. Okay. S&P 500 has a gap apparently on this one, and then it's continued to fall. Is that a buying opportunity? Not at all, no. I wouldn't call that a buying opportunity whatsoever. So right now, I would be like, oh, you shouldn't do anything there. So we will just wait. So that is risk on, risk off, no, risk off, risk off, risk off. Aussie dollar falling, trying to make a lower low here today, this morning, or this afternoon, whatever you call it. Okay. Holding 72, 20, 30 area. Can it break lower? Absolutely. Denise, look at you. You are like a guru. You're better than me then. Yeah. And the reason for why we are all full selling off at the moment is this Evergrande. Well, there's multiple reasons, but Evergrande is apparently going to default on their loans. So creditors, because they have, what have they done? They have been creditor. No, not a creditor. They have been like a cautionist. Cautionist in English is probably like a cautionist. No, like they have been granting for a loan somewhere else, and it is 120 million, give or take, or billion, depending, and they're not going to pay it. So creditors are now thinking, well, what are we going to do now? So that's probably just going to drive the market at the moment. Is that the real reason why dollar is strong? Is that the real reason why Aussie is falling? Is that the real reason why euro is falling? Is that the real reason why gold is falling? There's always there's a two tandem thing here. The market needs a reason to go in a specific direction, and the news needs something to talk about. But in the end of the day, it's only trading plans. Basically, somebody sold it, somebody found a reason to sell it, and there we go. Is Aussie dollar a good sell? Yeah. Basically, right now, fundamentally speaking, Aussie is very weak. They are going to increase interest at some point, as RBA said, but not at the moment. The weak performance of the economy is still continuing to unfold. So they still have to be, stepping down, not being so aggressive on the interest rate increase. That would send the Aussie upwards, but we shall see if that happens in the end. So right now we can only look to see bearish price action going lower, and this weekly target was 71.89. Okay, cool. So maybe we'll get a bounce at 71.89, or we will just continue lower. There is no place for you to start buying there until you have a proper reversal. How does a proper reversal looks like? I can tell you for free. It should be double bottom, higher high, higher low situation, or as you can see down here, some kind of low and then higher and then support, and that's kind of where you start buying, and you don't buy these prices here, as I've seen people do. I sold Aussie dollar last night before I went to bed, and it's all doing well. Yeah. Good. Euro, dollar. is currently struggling at 1700. It seems like there is an invisible wall here. Not 1700, yeah, 1668. Very interesting. Pound is making a lower low. Aussie is making much more bearish price action. And Europe is like, well, okay, now it went back again. Okay. But, hello, Abbas. Happy to have you here. It is what it is. So at the moment, what should you do? Where's you're going? Well, what is your plan? My plan would be, if I was a seller, I would sell here. I would sell here, sell here, sell here. As you're looking, I am doing the lows, the lows, the lows, the lows, the lows. Okay. That is what you should do if you're a seller. If you are a buyer, there's absolutely nothing in my book that says you can buy right now. You can, of course, buy. You can, there's availability of clicking the buy button on your keyboard, of course. But that doesn't make it to be a good setup. Doesn't make it to be a very high probability setup, I would say. So sellers on euro, sellers on Aussie, you're all doing very well today. On pound is just giving you money every single day. Staying alive. That was a target for the week on pound, by the way. Ooh, already on a Tuesday. That's early. That's always fun. So that could potentially lead to a reversal. So, we can all say and all see that, well, we should be sellers at, resistance. That's all great. Remember that. That's all great. At 136.20 and on all those things. But I do believe, and the bottom of my heart, bottom of my heart, that's the opposite. I don't know if we go up here that we're going to respect it. But as a seller, you need to have that belief. That is your strength as a trader. Yeah, boss, I know. You are a funny human being, aren't you? Going always against me. But yeah, so what else should I be looking at right now? I think that, what we can do is just wait for tomorrow, wait for evening today. So the thing is about pound, there's a small life hack of pound. If it is bearish, it tends to make the high at around, believe it or not, each open. So if there's going to be a pullback, I believe this is going to be the bottom. Doesn't need to be the bottom, but I can believe it's the bottom because we are closing by the end of the day. Europe is done trading-ish soon. So that can make it a pullback. I don't know how strong the pullback is going to be, but your belief that you're going to catch it tomorrow. So what I see here, for example, comes a small pullback, comes up to resistance, falls hard again, and then it's a full reversal on again. But anyways, so just because you have a low doesn't necessarily mean that is going to be the good entry. You need to have a resistance. So what USD just came through my mind. And by the way, people, you are some really silent gang today. What happened? Like, what? Who killed the fan? Come on, bro. Where are you guys? I can see you're 19 people here right now. Like, are we all dead? Did we all die? And I mentioned about gold earlier, and nobody mentioned it. So okay, cool. It is what it is. So use this with see. What is happening at the moment? That was at least a range. We have not broken higher. Can you buy it? Sure. I'm not saying anything against that. And it's just might not be the divergence I'm hoping for, but yeah, Fed lies. See, boss, consumer data is revised again. Well, the thing is, bro, about data points, they are going to be revised, and even NFP revises for the future. No, in the future. So if you have like a bad NFP, and then because they just take one focus group and then they generalize it. Okay, so you also need to understand the weakness in the data, and it's not just straightforward. You know, so consumer confidence, I can't see anything here though. It's supposed to be at 1700 and there's nothing here. Is there any other economic calendar? Because that's pretty economic calendar. Anyone? Oops. Economic calendar, whatever, except consumer confidence. Anyone? 109 out of 104. Okay. That's pretty high. And then there is probably some what? Yeah, it's just going higher and higher and higher and higher. Okay. This one is definitely broken. Trading economics probably is another one, maybe. Calendar. And then we have consumer confidence, Wednesday, Tuesday, and consumer confidence. Anyone faster than me? Consumer. Consumer. There we are. There's consumer confidence, and what's the okay? Well, countries. Merg. Consumer confidence. That's supposed to be much higher, but okay. Oh yeah, okay. It's still high though. So even though it's still high. Yeah, I can go to the FX later on. Muhammad Ifran says, please back off black theme. Okay, interesting. Thank you for your opinion. All data, but I don't want to create panic. It's just consumer confidence. It's not CPI, because CPI is not until Friday. So we have to wait for that. But we can continue on in this world. I've continuously said that oil should rise. Well, we have a very parabolic at the moment one, and we hit 76 at the moment. But if you are day trading it, for that matter, since it's so aggressive, you have got some entry points here. And then, it is hitting targets left and right, day and night, I guess. And is that a way to trade it? Well, it's very aggressive, and it didn't even come down to the buy price I wanted at 72.50 on Sunday. But yeah, okay. So since we didn't hit this that day, I would hope and pray that we will come down today. And how long is this going to stay elevated? As long as for UK oil specifically, that one should be elevated as long as we have the fuel crisis in the UK. And I don't know for how long that's going to be, but it's definitely okay. Silver asks, why is dollar going up? Any specific reason? There is no strong news for it. Selva, I hope that you have been with me. I know you have been with me for quite some time now. Let us write down some notes. Okay. Number one, news does not move the market on a day-to-day basis. Number two, you need to look at the underlying factors of what is moving the market at the moment. Are those fundamental reasons changed? Is there anything that is changed in the market that would say that this should be bearish? Okay. Now, I would then say to you that no, fundamentally, or whatever they believe, fundamentally has not changed yet. We have not hit any targets. So it's going to continue being bullish until they get to be told otherwise, basically. it's the same thing of when dollar was weak from like November to like December. Well, I can't remember straight off my head, but yeah. So it just continued to being weak up until whatever that price was. Okay. What happened? Nothing happened. Okay, so it was from November until 1st of January. Okay. And then from 31st of March until May. Okay. Now, has there anything changed here? Something changed here that is called election. Here is the end of the year, like end year, EY, I guess I can call that, the end of the year. March is definitely a risk on period. And here is when the Fed said we're going to taper. We are thinking of tapering. And they're still thinking of tapering. So that is still continuing. All right. So if you feel like, well, this is not nice. Shouldn't be like it. Okay. I guess it is what it is then. But yeah, so the continuing, there's nothing new that happens to that will move the dollar stronger. It's just the overall theme is dollar strength at the moment. That's all. USD CAD is probably another one that you guys want to look into. I have said this one is probably the only one bearish one to sell off. I probably wouldn't sell off right now, but I wouldn't, whatever. That's the other question. So here we have a 2668 is triggered. The question is it going to hold? The next one is 2735. Is that going to hold? I don't know if it's going to hold, but that's at least a trade plan if you're dollar bear. If you're dollar bull, I would probably take any other trading pair against dollar than USD CAD at the moment. Why? Because dollar CAD is strong too, and your oil is falling now, but it probably is going to go up afterwards anyways. So, yeah. All right. And then what else? New Zealand dollar. That was the weekly target, I think it was. Actually, I think it's weekly target being hit. Yeah, almost. Ooh. So that's very close to 69.37. Ooh, nice. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Good day, Ahmad. Happy to have you here. Hope you are absolutely fantastic today. But yeah. So what we should do right now on New Zealand is take and collect. That is resistance for tomorrow. Okay. And 69 something is resistance for tomorrow. Are you going to play that off? Well, that's totally up to you. I'm not going to blame you if you do it, but I definitely would look into it because we haven't hit target for the week yet. And it's just been ranging low. And then we probably can come back up again. And then you can sell it lower. So what is happening here? Right now, there is a divergence between dollar and yen. So if you go to yen pairs, ouch. Okay, there is a bigger fall than I thought, but okay. They are totally different at the moment. As you can see here, Aussie yen, has a higher high. Aussie dollar, as a comparison, doesn't have a higher high. It has a support in a range. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. So, totally different. When it comes to, for example, euro yen, which has been another one, this is a higher high, higher low situation. Euro dollar is okay. Maybe it's trying to go higher, but not really a good sell or a good buy whatsoever. It almost had to take profit, by the way. It's 6.60. So, which day is it today? Can somebody look at the calendar today and tell me which day it is today? What is important about today? Can somebody tell me why? Why is today so important? What is there to learn about today? Yeah, okay. So today it is Wednesday, the Tuesday, 28th of October. That means it is 3 days until 28th of September, 3 days until October. What do you think is going to happen to the market? Market is going to take profit for Q3. It's going to make entries for Q4. What do you think is going to happen then? Better entries, taking profit. It's going to be a bit weird. It's going to be a bit whatever, but you need to start planning out your entries. So if euro is low coming into October, I'm not prophesying and saying, hey, what do you think is going to happen for October? Do you think it's going to go higher? But a start of an entry price level tends to also trigger some kind of buying pressure. So where are we today? We are today at the comment level 16 something, 1690, around 1700. That is support. We are coming into the pivot level M2 for the month. Doesn't mean anything, but that is an important piece of information. If you get a higher high, higher low situation here, oh, believe me, that one can go higher. So if you are a seller at this moment and you're thinking, aha, this is great, I would definitely say, hey, I would wait for M3 for the next month and say I would rather sell there than selling a lower low. Selling at resistance is what you're supposed to do. So be clever. Okay? Be clever about where you choose to step in the next few days, either as a buyer or as a seller. And that, for the major reasons, is the most important time of the week, the most important time of the day, the most important time of the month is the beginning. Beginning of the session, beginning of the day, beginning of the week, beginning of the month. And you're wondering, Ivan, why do you mean that? Why is that important? 1st of September was a pretty good buy on euro. Okay? It was at support. First day of August was a pretty good sell, I would say. I know that's a sell. The first day of let's say going to unbiased. First day of June was a pretty good sell. The first day of May was a pretty good sell, and then ended up buying in the end. Okay. So if you get the memo, you get the memo. Definitely something that you definitely should look into and think a couple of things about. The next question you should consider for yourself is: are you a buyer or are you a seller? If you're a buyer, you're thinking, aha, this is a great place to start looking for buys. If you're a seller, you would either look for a lower low, lower high situation, continuation of this trend that we currently have, or either a lower low, lower high situation, just continuation of the strong trend that we have, or you start to look for, I don't know, 1800, 1850, or 1750 to start selling off. And I will make those much better lines. 1850, and then 1800, give or take, and then 1750. Those are your potential sell levels. Oops. Those are your potential sell levels. It just depends. Does the market agree with A, B, or C? Both closing Q3 closing head to Q4. As boss say, the pricing it orders both big sellers and big buyers. The next question, where is the major market direction going to go? We don't know that in advance, but what we do know is that you have the potential right now to plan it out, make your levels, be ready, and not losing track of what you're supposed to do. When it comes to like 12th or 9th, you're like, where the market is low. Market is like, oh, it's 1500. What do I do now? I'm a buyer. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Look for a reversal. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. It doesn't fall that far. It doesn't fall that far unless we get a major crisis. There might be a major crisis as probably the pricing right now, but be aware that other than that, whatever I'm talking about today is not financial advice. So there you go. Okay, so I've gone through most of the trading pairs today, and okay, euro, pound. Ooh, what do I like? Pound yen. Ooh, okay, it's a lower low, but hey, girl, hey, I like what I see. That's around the same price I want. As I can't even talk right now. I got excited. That's so funny. That's so funny. Did I get an entry there? Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah, that is the weekly buy entry. That is a weekly buy entry. So yeah, great, fantastic. So now we just need to make it reverse back up again. So we can make some dollar signs. Pound dollar has stopped falling as well. No, euro, that's euro. Pound dollar has stopped falling-ish. But yeah, I can't take it there. I have to wait for tomorrow. Because this week's COT will give us a hint because I guess for Q4, because they report their positions to CFTC today and releases on Friday. So that's another thing you need to think about. Where are they priced in right now? So I will do gold against audience belief today. Somebody asked me if 1730 is going to be the low today. That sure is, but we are definitely 100% bearish here. Market, I mean. So 1744, 1748 is a level you should look out for to sell by tomorrow-ish, depending. At least that's where I would, generally speaking, think of it. The other question is, should you have sold off 1740? Is that a good level? Should we take that level? I wouldn't say so, no. And for the simple reason, it's not strong enough. It has been bouncing off here too much all day that I believe that it's not. So a level that you probably want to see is something like this. This is what I hope for. This is what I live for. Just tap, and then we go away. That is kind of the levels I want to see being hit. But other than that, going down to 1670 price, give or take here. So we shall see if we still have that priced in tomorrow or on the move down there tomorrow. We're coming into Mr. October, and I'm just going to check gold seasonality. Maybe that's the one. Who knows? We never know until we know. Yeah, there we are. Mr. Gold for October. September is supposed to fall. Look at that, mate. And then some bullishness before falling off the cliff. Okay. then maybe, I don't know if we're going to expect that, but that's at least what this seasonality says. And then where are we right now? Almost at the bottom. Almost at the bottom. But yeah, here we are. Yeah, I've heard about you saying Yellen is, or Powell is going to speak today. And I made some money, and I'm losing money. Anyways, so what else? What else can we go through today? Silver, nothing much, just a range, just, you know, just something. I would say, people, that I would take maybe one extra pair from you, whatever random pair if I were going through it, I will go through it again. And then I think we're going to call it a night. So if you guys have one last chance to put out your good name and your good, what do you call it? Your good thoughts and feelings, that would be great. Coming into Euro for August, October. Yeah, okay, we have been following this seasonality-wise though, but so if they're going to be demand in October, that would be nice. That would be nice. And then dollar index, can it stop being strong? Still has some more to go. Okay, so that doesn't dictate anything on future results, but that's at least some kind of expectations that we have, because it does, generally speaking, work out in the end. All right, guys. What should I say here? We have there. I just want to say to you guys that whoops, that was wrong. If you want to follow my channel on YouTube, here we are at EivindFX. There you go. That's how it looks like. This is what you can Google or something, EivindFX. I'll probably be live tonight, and we'll go through some more pairs, put up some limit orders tonight, and then we shall see how things goes on tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining in today. My name is Eivind. Have a great day, and then boom.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to today's stream. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure to follow today's guest, by the way, on social media, and don't forget to subscribe to A1 Trading here on YouTube for more market coverage, trade ideas, and special guests. Our streams are made possible thanks to our sponsors, all of which can be found down below in the description. If you're looking for a new broker, consider checking out the links down below. We've partnered with a few brokers that we think you should check out. By signing up with one of these brokers, our company will receive a small affiliate commission, which does help us stay here on the air creating free stuff for you guys. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you back in the next one.